Bryce Darryl Jones.
When I was a kid, I didn't want to be Michael Jackson. I wanted to play with Michael Jackson. I wanted to play with all the best artists.
He didn't have to come in and pretend to be Bill Wyman or anybody else. They needed something fresh.
Darryl is one of the best bass players in the world.
Darryl Jones, bass player for the Rolling Stones, was born right here on the South Side. He studied music at Chicago Vocational, and after college at SIU, at just age 21, he was playing with Miles Davis. In 1985, he joined Sting's band and also toured with Madonna, Eric Clapton, Peter Gabriel, before joining the Stones in 1993 to replace Bill Wyman.
Director Eric Hamburg has a new documentary that looks into the life and career of the legendary bass player through interviews with his Stones bandmates and others. It's called Darryl Jones in the Blood. We'll tell you about a screening tonight here in Chicago. And we are so happy that Darryl's here with us this morning.
Good
Thanks
morning.
so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
First, I just want to ask you, you were telling us a story during the commercial break about how you got to the bass, and it was through a talent show that you got interested in the instrument itself.
Yeah, I saw, there were talent shows in grammar schools, and I saw this band play, and they were older, kids, but I knew them, but I didn't know that they had a band. And the curtains opened, and they start playing, and it really hit me like a shot. I was sure at that moment that I wanted to be a musician.
And you were playing the drums before that, is that right?
Yeah, my dad was a drummer, and so I had a practice pad. I didn't actually have a drum set yet. So I was just, doing the basic stuff on practice pad. But when I saw this, I decided that I wanted to play guitar.
As a non-musician, I hear people say, well, this guy's a great guitar player. He's one of the best. And when I listen to the radio, they all sound pretty good to me. Like, what do you do that gets you to the next level? You play faster, more complicated? Like, what is it?
Well, it's one of those things. There's virtuoso guys, and then there's guys that are just good at playing songs, or
or do you bring something new? Is that part of it?
That's part of it. For me, I was lucky because of the music scene in Chicago is so diverse.
Yes.
And the elder musicians really they don't let you get away with a lot here.
Yeah.
So I had a really great education, both at CVS and in the music scene here in Chicago.
I was going to ask about Chicago Vocational High School. Everybody knows where it is, right off the Skyway. What was it about that program? Because it was a classical music program that they were offering, is that right?
It was everything.
Everything.
I mean,
so they had the resources were there.
In the course of a show, we would play everything from Beethoven, Rimsky-Korsakov, to jazz, Duke Ellington, to pop songs of the day. So it was a pretty full-on, musical education. Very well-rounded.
I would imagine Madonna and Sting and Peter Gabriel and the Stones all have their different culture. Is that relevant for you walking in? Do you have to understand it, or you just say, hey, I'm the guy with the bass, so this is what I'm going to do if you don't like it? How's that work? How do you navigate that?
Well, for me, I've always thought about the song. What's the best thing to play for the song? And if it's like a jazz fusion thing, then that might take more facility. If it's a song with Madonna, then it's just about grooving and playing solidly behind her. If it's with Miles Davis, it's doing that, but being a little bit more creative with the bass lines and stuff like that. But for me, it just goes back to the song. I'm trying to play what's best for the song.
And they must appreciate that you're saying that doesn't really have much to do with the personality of Madonna or Peter Gabriel or whatever, that you're just you're doing what's best for their song, and they appreciate that?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
You've had a legendary career in yourself, but was there any hesitation in terms of joining the Rolling Stones, guys who have known each other since they were children, that they already have that special chemistry? What was the thought process going on when you had that invitation to join?
Well, there was a little bit of trepidation.
Yeah, trepidation,
I had a good friend who was playing one of their albums a lot and telling me, oh, I think this is great, I think this is great. And I was like, it's okay. But the more I listened to it, the more I thought, the way I play could work with them, And so, and then also I had the great pleasure and honor of playing with Miles Davis as my first really big gig.
Yes.
So after that, you kind of,
you hit the top, the pinnacle. Absolutely.
Because I think the Stones look up to Miles Davis,
No,
right?
I did hear that. I heard that Keith asked when I came in to audition, well, who has he played with? And somebody told him we played with Miles Davis, and Keith apparently said, oh, I guess we should have a listen.
Talk to him.
Well, what's it like to be on stage with 80,000 screaming fans, and the next day you're running to the Jewel for a coffee cake. Is it hard to navigate the ups and downs of being a rock star?
No, well, I don't consider myself a rock
but
star.
you're in the midst of it.
I'm a rock star adjacent. You know?
Jason, no, you're
More
part of
Jason
it.
than the rest of us.
Yes, yeah.
It reminds me of something that happened with my mom. I came home, I'd been on tour, I came home, and my mom said, son, I saw you on television, you look great. Oh, you're on your way out of the house? Take the garbage
Yeah,
out.
there you go.
You know,
Parents have a way of doing that, right? I'm telling you, yes.
Always a little bit of balance, you know? Yeah.
Oh, that is great.
What did you think about the documentary? So I imagine you know what it all entailed and all the people that they talked to, including your brother. What did you think when you finally saw it?
It's hard for me to look at my,
Absolutely, yes, yeah.
it's tough, but I think I'm not really one to look back very much. So it's forced me, I guess, to kind of look back and see the things that I've done and you know take note of them and I've done a little bit. You know, it's a good start. It's a good start.
There you go.
We're so happy to have you with us.
Yes, thank
Come
you.
back and
Pleasure to be
visit
here.
anytime. Daryl Jones and the Blood is in theaters and on Amazon and Apple TV. You can catch a screening this Friday and Saturday, along with a Q&A with Daryl. That's at 7:15 at the Showplace Icon inside the Roosevelt Collections.